Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of Breeding to Win, where the excitement is building for next week's Cape Premier Yearling Sale to be held here at De Grendel. Over the past couple of weeks we've been bringing you some absolutely wonderful drafts going to the sale, and this week we're in the final push where we bring you the last of the drafts expected to be here on Sunday the 14th of March for the sale. We also chat to CTS Director Grant Knowles, who tells us more about the online meerkat opportunity for buyers if you can't make it to the sale. And Joe Camphor from Cuda Insurance tells us what they'll be offering at the sale and what they offer in general in terms of products at Cuda Insurance. So without further ado, let's take a look at Pippa Mickelborough's draft from Aventistad Stud. Once again, Aventistad Stud have a smashing draft going to the Cape Premier Yearling Sale. We were lucky enough to have a good look at them this morning. They really are walking beautifully. Their prep looks to have gone well. And Pippa Mickelborough's here to tell me a little bit more about their pedigrees. Pippa, smashing draft. You must be very happy with them.
Yeah, welcome back, Fee. Yeah, listen, I think they were ready in January, but they're even better now. So yes, looking forward to, at last getting to sales, yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Let's run through them as they appear in the catalogue. 91, absolutely fantastically named Kennedy by William Longsword out of Jackie O.
Yeah, listen, obviously we, as supporters of William Longsword, we're shareholders, you're always nervous until they get going. They had a wonderful winner recently, so that will help us. High quality filly, great family, wonderful mating, Western Winter onto the Captain L. I think it's a great mating. A very attractive horse, neat, looks quite precocious. And yeah, I'm very happy with her actually, she's a nice stamp of filly.
Yeah, I really liked her when I saw her this morning. Lot 105, another filly. Now she's by Gold Standard. Looking forward to seeing some Gold Standards at the sale.
Yeah, again, you know, it's always very nervous when you start with new stallions, but the mare's produced a Group 1 winner, so this is a half sister to a Group 1 winner, so there's no reason to doubt that she can't do it again. A medium-sized filly, quite a lot of trippy about it, actually. Lovely head, good mover, quite keen to work. So I actually quite like what I see so far of the Gold Standard. So yeah, not a bad start. Yeah,
very nice looking. Lot 109 is a colt by your very own Var.
Yeah, Laser Star's colt. He's not very typical of the Vars, Fee. He's quite a rangy Var with a lot of scope. Wonderful walker, as you saw today. Mare could run. Obviously, coming to the end of the Vars, there are not many around. But, you know, he's dark bay. Well, he should be. He's a bit bleached, but a big white face. Very much a Var and a very good mover. Yeah, nice horse.
Lot 119 is a What a Winter. Now, very flashy colt, but he's got a lovely big shoulder, hasn't he? He's a lovely horse.
Big, strong colt, to say. Yo, no, listen, Var to Western Winter, What a Winter, I think would be lovely. Very speedy for those nice early precocious races, those big races that are linked to sales, always helps. Powerful walker, great set of knees on him, short cannons. Looks like he'd be a very nice sprinter. Yeah,
everything in the right place. Lovely big sort. Lot 123, another filly. Now she's by Futura. I like the look of her this morning as well.
Yeah, very tall. We've had to go slowly with her because she's got good size on her side. Her half sister looks quite talented with Dennis. Imposing, strong female line, powerful horse, but the buyer will have to have a bit of patience because she'll need some time. Yeah.
And lot 3 is a colt by Twice Over.
Yeah, lovely big grey colt from that wonderful family that you should know so well, Saraband, the Greys Run. You know, I know that Twice Over's maybe lost a little bit of his gloss, but you know, we've quite short memories, people. This is a smart colt, very flashy, sells early from a respected, honest female line. So I think be brave because he's a nice horse.
We certainly wish Aventistad all the best at the sale. A really smart looking draft. As I said, they all walked beautifully this morning, everything in the right place, and hopefully they'll sell well at De Grendel on the 14th. It's always a pleasure to visit Drakenstein Stud, and they certainly have a lovely draft going to the sale, and we were lucky enough to catch up with Kevin Somerville. It's an absolutely beautiful morning out here at Drakenstein Stud. The sun is shining and we're looking forward to going through the Cape Premier Yearling draft. And with me is Kevin Somerville to fill us in and give us a little bit more detail about each lot. Morning, Kevin. What an absolutely gorgeous morning it is out here at Drakenstein.
Morning, Fee. Yeah, feels a bit weird standing so far from you, but yeah, it is a beautiful morning, so hopefully the horses show well.
Yeah, absolutely. The social distancing is important, and of course that's why the sale was moved as well, due to the COVID regulations, and it seems to be the right decision.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, look, obviously, you know, we want buyers to come down and look at those, you know, look at them. I think it's the only way to really sell yearlings.
Yeah, and you've got a fabulous draft once again. You've got 11 going. Lot 66, a colt, Far Away Winter by What a Winter.
Yeah, look, he's also a very smart colt. Definitely one of our tops. He's a three parts brother to Armando. And you know, the mother was a Group 3 winner herself, so yeah, he's a horse that's got everything, and we think that people love him at the sales. And obviously, What a Winter is a top class sire at the moment, so he should be super popular.
Lot 87, another colt by William Longsword.
Yeah, look, this mother is, you know, she's turned out to be a bit of a surprise for us, and you know, she was a one-time winner in the UK, but she's a half-sister to Dance's daughter, and we brought her out. Her second foal, Rainy New Market, is a filly that's really going places with Justin. This is a colt that's got a lot of scope. We obviously did the Captain L mating because of Search Party in the pedigree, so yeah, it's definitely, the pedigree's definitely going the right way.
Yeah, and I think we're all looking forward to seeing the William Longswords on the track. Lot 114, Star of Gold. Now, he's by Gold Standard, and we spoke about him a few shows ago because it's nice to have these new stallions selling now.
Yeah, it's always nice to have the first crop of a young, good-looking stallion come out, and I think everybody will be particularly pleased by him. He's out of Philanthropist mare, so he's got great size and scope, and he moves really easily. So I think he'll showcase what Gold Standard can do, and I think everybody should come have a look.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Gold Standard selling, and of course there's quite a few in the other drafts as well.
Yeah, as we discussed, there's 7 on the sale, but you know, I don't think we're ever expecting Gold Standard to come out with a whole bunch of precocious 2-year-olds. You know, he's going to be that sort of classic sire, just like his dad, and you know, this horse will definitely be one that goes, you know, it's better with age. Well,
you've got lots of colts on your draft, a lot 115, another colt by Give Me the Green Light out of Madam Rooney.
Yeah, shame. I mean, this is a very smart colt, but you know, the pedigree could look a little bit better, but unfortunately, Red 10. His horse that passed away, he ran 4th in the Group 1 as a 2-year-old, and I know Ashley Fortune was absolutely devastated by the loss of him. You know, he was certainly a colt that was going the right way, and hopefully then, you know, this is the colt that can make the mother, because she really does throw some beautiful horses, and this horse is no different.
Lot 132, Future Turn by Futura.
Yeah, no, look, Futura's having a nice run at the moment, and his horses certainly look progressive. I think this sort of colt fits into that sort of range as well. The mother's had a major update with one of her progenies, Zimbabwe, winning the listed race last week Sunday, and you know, she looks very, very progressive. You know, this colt is strong. He's out of a pivotal mare, so you can see the strength, but he also has, I think he'll probably stay a mile. He's got classic aspects in him, so yeah, I think he's an exciting lot.
Lot 147, Duke of Rock. He's by Duke of Marmalade out of Rock on Baby.
Yeah, look, there's a very powerful son of Duke of Marmalade. The mother is a sprinter. There's a little bit of inbreeding to Stonehill going on there, and he's all strength, and you know, I think he's done really well through his prep, and if you're looking for a precocious sort of powerful sprinter type, then I think he fits that mould.
Lot 171, another colt by What a Winter.
Yeah, this is the one out of Stratus. You know, he's a great big strapping horse. The mother is a big, beautiful Jetmaster mare, and you know, she's thrown some really outstanding individuals, Orpheus and Abercrombie, and you know, I think this horse is no different to them. He's a great moving sort of sort, and I think he's a horse that you know, given the time, will be. You know, he really could be anything. He's been a magnificent foal from the moment he was born, so you know, we really adore him, yeah.
And the last of your colts is Lot 176. See It Again. He's by Twice Over out of Supreme Vision.
Yeah, I mean, it's an obvious mating for us to try and do. Supreme Vision's being a half-sister to Do It Again, so this makes this colt a 3 parts to do it again. Look, he's a classic sort of horse, and he's got scope. You know, we sold Do It Again at the National Yearling Sales. This colt's come a little bit earlier than Do It Again has, and he's got that similar sort of like lankiness to him and scope to him. Got a great walk, and you know, I think people will be you know, certainly come and look, and he's got a wonderful pedigree, so yeah, we're quite excited by him.
Certainly a smashing bunch of colts. We move on to the 2 fillies that you're selling as agent, and we've got lot 36, Rose for Trippy by Trippy, obviously. Yeah, no, she's, I mean, obviously we don't like to sell our Trippy fillies, but this is in partnership with our clients, and she's a nice, neat little filly, and she moves particularly well. She's got a big backside, and I think she'll be early and precocious. The mother was very, very fast for Candice, and you know, obviously the grandmother was a Group 1 winner of the Paddock Stakes, so I think there's a little bit of class there, so yeah, she's nice. And then lot 165, you've got an Erupt filly out of Song of Happiness. Yeah, look, Erupt, so we, you know, obviously he's a first season sire as well, but you know, extremely pleased to have a son of Dubawi to breed our mares to in South Africa. I think you know, Dubawi's one of the most successful sires in the world, and without trying to promote somebody else's sire, you know, I think this filly is really beautiful. The mare, being a Giant's Causeway mare, she's a beautifully classic mare. This is very much in that sort of mould, and you know, I think people will be really excited by her. She's got a beautiful temperament and she moves really well. Well, they're very, very well prepped as usual. Super looking draft. We look forward to seeing you at the sale on March the 14th. No, thanks, Fee. Thanks very much for coming. Thank you very much, Kevin. Be sure to be out at the sale on March the 14th, because there really is a smashing looking draft from Drakenstein Stud. Some really, really smart looking individuals and some super pedigrees. Morning, William. Good to have you on the show.
Hi, Fee. Nice to hear you.
Yeah, looks like the weather's a little bit brighter there in England than it has been.
Yes, we've had relatively mild weather for February. We got a very cold morning this morning. It was just about on freezing, but it's warming up nicely now, so it's good weather.
Well, we really missed seeing you in January this year.
Oh.
It's been horrible not having all you visitors out, and obviously the sale has now moved and we won't see you there.
No, sadly not this year. It's the first time I haven't been to Cape Town for 20 years, and we missed it terribly this year. So we're sorry that we won't be there for the sale, which has always been an event in itself.
Yeah, you're a familiar face at the sales. Now, it always brings a good quality of yearling to this sale. We've got some beautiful quality there again this year, some top stallions, some really nice looking individuals.
Yeah, and it'll be very interesting. Sadly, we won't see it, because always the criticism about the sale in January was that it was so early and the horses hadn't really reached their peak. Well, you're a month later now, which should augur very well. I mean, there's always been good quality horses at that sale.
Yeah, fantastic. And, you know, we're doing our best with them to get them out there on videos of them walking and, you know, still lots of them for everyone to see. So hopefully, if we can't get the people here, we'll still get a good online result from the sale.
Yeah, we just had a virtual sale at Newmarket, first one at Tattersalls, and it went pretty well, but we had to do, as vendors, and we were vendors there, we had to do promotional videos and that sort of thing, and a little voiceover from the trainer. But look, they weren't high quality horses, but they sold well, and you've got high quality horses, so I just hope for your sake that it all goes well.
Yeah, it certainly does look like a good catalogue. We've got a new venue this year, which we were hoping our international guests to be able to see this year, but obviously we'll have to hope that you all make it here next year, because it's a fantastic venue, beautiful restaurant, beautiful views of Cape Town, and it really does lend itself well for the yearlings outside, and we've got some fantastic stabling up as well.
I hear only good things about the place, the venue, and I'm sure it'll be brilliantly run as ever.
We hope to see you here next year again, because we missed you. We missed you for the races, we missed you for the sales, and yeah, it's very sad, but difficult times, but we are hoping for a good sale.
Well, I hope it's good for you, and if anyone who's listening wants to, we have just taken charge of Hawam, the horse of Mike's, the Silvano horse, a lovely horse, and hopefully in the summer when the ground gets quick, you'll see him from your televisions in South Africa.
Yeah, looking forward to that. He's a smashing horse, isn't he? Well, best of luck with him.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for chatting to us, William. We look forward to seeing you next year, hopefully, at the start. Yeah. Best of luck for the rest of the season, and best of luck with your horses in Australia.
Thank you very much, Fee. I hope all goes well with the sale, and look forward to seeing you next year, if not before.
Hein Muller and Stefan Muller from To Stud took the trip here to Grendel to chat to me about their very, very two fine individuals going to the sale next week. We're here at Grendel this morning, the venue for the Cape Premier Yearling Sale. It's looking absolutely beautiful. The stables are up behind us. The trees are going in as well. So it's going to be absolutely perfect for next week. And Hein and Stefan Muller have taken the trip from Tenanda to chat to us this morning about their draft. Stefan, we'll start with you because Tenanda's been having a good run. You've been going really well and some good stats on the track.
Yeah, no, we've been really pushing it a lot and into our breeding, and we decided to support CTS and the Grendel, this lovely venue. The work they've put in here is a massive effort. It's lovely to be here, and our horses are doing well on track. We're currently sitting at almost a 45% winners to runners average, and 45, I think, average earner per runner. So it's a good season, and we hope to build on that.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and you look to have a lovely draft as well. But going back to the venue, the stables look great. Really is a lovely venue. Beautiful restaurant as well, lovely wines, and it looks really nice for the yearlings to walk out here as well in front of the stables.
Yeah, I think the timing of the year is also right. So the weather should play a good part, and the horses won't be too hot like a sale in January. So I think the horses will do really well on sale, and we hope for a successful year.
Yeah, really looking forward to seeing your draft. And Hein, you're going to just chat to us about them because lot 23 is a filly by Camford Cliffs. Now, we know how good Camford Cliffs was, and there's a lot of talk about him for this sale.
Yes, I was very fortunate to get a lovely mare from John Costa, Arizona Rock. Very strong Galileo bloodline, female line, and if you look at Camford Cliffs, most of his overseas graded winners and performers, most of them out of the Galileo bloodline. That's why I had that pick.
Yeah, absolutely. And this filly, just give us a little bit of a description of her looks and the way she's walking. Is she prepped well?
She's prepped well, shining, beautiful, very athletic filly. Not a big powerhouse, but a very good, I would say, 16 to 2,000 meter horse, and looking forward to seeing her on the track.
Yeah, absolutely looking forward to seeing her here at the sales. Lot 64 is a colt. He's by Water Winter at a free fall.
Captain L mare, my brother's mare. I gave this mare to him a few years ago. Absolute brute of a horse. Stunning colt. Super strong, and can't miss him.
Yeah, it's going to be a quality sale. It always is. Some really smart looking individuals, and your two are certainly right up there. Some very nice looking horses. I've seen the videos of them because that's what we've got to think about as well. The buyers, some of the buyers won't be able to make it here, but those video clips are out there, those still shots, and your two look really good.
Thank you very much, and thank you for you and Wayne coming all the way and helping us there, getting those footage and the photos. And yes, lovely result on that, and let's hope more people can come and see them live in the flesh, and hope for the best.
Yeah, it certainly looks like we'll have a few more people here at Grendel than we originally thought. And when will you be moving the horses in?
On Sunday. Luckily a friend of mine is coming down with his truck, and I'll put the two of them on there. So we'll be arriving Sunday late afternoon, and then from Monday we'll settle in nicely and wait for the viewers to arrive.
Fantastic, and you're used to being at the convention centre, but do you like the new venue? It's nice to be out in the open air, isn't it?
Yes, I think so, and as my brother said, the timing in March in this year, the weather has cooled down a little bit, but we've looked, me and Grant, and I've looked at the weather, the forecast. It looks beautiful for next weekend. Let's hope it stays that way, and the horses and the people will enjoy it so much here at the Grendel. Lovely, beautiful venue, and just once again, thanks for the Graafs putting up all this work, giving us the venue, and I wish everybody the biggest of success.
Well, absolutely well said, Hein. I couldn't agree more. It is a great venue, and we've got to thank the Crafts for having us here, and we wish you all the best at the sale next week.
Thank you very much.
And before I go, Stefan, a last word with you. It's very much a family affair, isn't it, Tenanda? Your parents are involved as well. I hope to see them here at the sale. But really, it's a family affair, and credit has to go to all of you, and I hope to see you all at the sale.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely be supporting. We really have a close-knit family, and we love the farm, and we put a lot of effort into it. And we're really excited to be here next week for the sale. And it's a tough sale because there's a lot of good horses, good pedigrees, but we've got two that's really up there in the looks department. So we'll see. But we're hopeful. We know it's a good sale, and it looks like there's a bit of a economic upturn going back to level 1. So we really hope the guys come out and support the sale.
Yeah, you've certainly got two very nice looking individuals, and it's going to be so nice, isn't it, because the week building up to it, you're going to be doing the viewing and then you can come up here and have a nice sundowner as well at the restaurant.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I mean, you can sit here, enjoy the lovely views of Table Mountain and Cape Town. I think it will be a nice relaxing affair. I've just heard they've got a wonderful online app called Meerkat they're going to use, and I like the combination of a live sale and online. Everyone gets a chance. Maybe not everyone can come physically to the sale, but that app will certainly help and have a successful sale.
Well, I certainly look forward to seeing you and all the family here next week. Thanks very much for taking the time to come and see me this morning, guys, and best of luck next week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much to Hein and Stefan Muller for coming out this morning to Grendel to chat to us about their draft. A quality 2 horses going on the sale, and we look forward to seeing them out here next week and hopefully having a glass of wine as well. Claverflay Stud have a very large draft going to next week's sale. We couldn't chat about them all, but it was great to catch up with John Costa, who gave us an insight on what he's got to offer, and certainly some very, very nice pedigrees amongst them. Claverflay Stud have the largest draft going to the Cape Premier yearling sale, so we obviously can't talk about them all, but some really lovely pedigrees amongst them, and John Costa's here with me this morning to chat about a few of them. John, firstly, the Gold Rush incentive is fantastic for this sale, isn't it?
It is a wonderful fee, you know, especially in these tough times. But wherever you go in the world, there are sales races, and I think the Gold Rush is particularly exciting because you need a slot. So there's going to be a huge amount of intrigue. You know, not all the horses that you buy are going to qualify, and there's going to be some really good horses that are going to need a run, and whoever owns the slot will be able to do deals. So I think it's a great initiative and a first for South Africa. Yeah,
it's fantastic. Now, you've got a really, really big draft. It must have been quite stressful prepping them, but has all gone well? Are they all looking good and walking nicely?
Yes, no, it's gone well. Look, you know, delaying the sale was not ideal, but we understand why. And strangely enough, well, not strangely enough, but the horses have done so well since, you know. So the longer time you have, the better the horses are.
Yeah, absolutely. The time will have done some of them good. But you're well represented by William Longsword. So we'll start chatting about a few of your lot numbers there. And of course, he got off the mark last week as well.
Yeah, look, much excitement about William Longsword. You know, I'd like to say he's the people's horse. He retired on a high. As his father was, he throws sales horses. You know, they're magnificent looking horses. And as what I predicted, they're not as early as the Captain L's were because of the Fort Wood factor in him. So, you know, with the CTS race, the Gold Rush, which is over a mile, will suit the William Longswords down to the ground. But Vaughan's got a super smart colt, Safe Return, Anton Marcus, who's a big fan of Williams. He rode William, as did MJ, but Anton got off the horse and he just said to me, he said, John, this is really special because he's still very, very raw. So lots to come there.
And it's exciting because they're all stamped the same, aren't they? They've all got that lovely Captain L look about them.
They have, you know, Fee, and I think it's so important for us in South Africa. You know, the Roberta line is basically dying out around the world. So to have sons of Captain L at stud, and you know, Drakenstein's got one world, and Captain of all, and William Longsword, and Eric the Red has gone to Varsfontein. So Captain L is really well represented with his studs, with his sons at some really smart studs in South Africa.
Yeah, well, let's just talk about a few of your William Longswords. Let's start with lot 137 now. That's a William Longsword out of a Giant's Causeway mare.
Yeah, and that's been proven to be a great cross because One World was also out of a Giant's Causeway mare by the Captain L sire line. And this particular colt, Fee, if you put a photograph of Captain L up next to this horse, I mean, they're like peas in a pod. So where the William Longswords have got a lot more scope, this horse is much more like his grandfather. Beautiful horse.
Then lot 168, a William Longsword, which is a full to Safe Return, which is really exciting.
Yeah, very exciting, and we've had 1 or 2 trainers at the farm, and they love him. He's a dead ringer for his brother. And, you know, his brother sadly had shins, otherwise he would have been running in the nursery. But a good start and a lovely mare. She's doing really well.
Yeah, I just love the way they look. The Captain L's, the William Longswords, the family's really pulling through.
Yeah, look, he definitely stamps them, Fee. And this colt, you can see as well, he's a chip off the old block.
Lot 12 is out of a Galileo mare, Zippy Zitter.
And again, Captain L on Saddler's Wells has produced some fabulous horses, Captain America. So it's a very, very good cross, and that is a wonderful family, the family of Estimate from the Queen, and Tagruda won the King George and Queen Elizabeth. She was a top filly, a champion 3-year-old filly. So a wonderful pedigree, international pedigree, and a cracking colt.
Lot 84 is out of a street crime mare at Hollywood Boulevard. Now, she's been a good race filly, hasn't she?
Yeah, she was great. I think she earned R1.5 million in stakes, feature race winner. And street cry fillies have been so good. I mean, Winks, we just think of Winks. But Hollywood Boulevard herself has got off to a really good start at stud. She's already produced a listed winner and on the Boulevard. And this particular colt is a smashing colt, so I think he'll be very popular.
And then at 143, a William Longsword out of Drakenstein. Now, that's a Silvano mare that I remember very well, and she was also a lovely mare, wasn't she?
Beautiful mare, really good race filly. But if you look at this pedigree, Captain L and this female line are just like amazing together. So it made all sense to send William Longsword, reconciled back to William Longsword. And a nice, scopy chestnut horse, a really smart horse.
So to have some Silvano in there as well is just great.
Yeah, look, Silvano, one of the greatest stallions we've ever had, and to marry the two together is very exciting.
We'll move on to lot 42. Now, this is not a William Longsword, this is a Silvano and a half-sister to Mother Russia.
Yeah, you know, that family has been a most amazing family, you know, and Mother Russia sadly only ever had one filly, her first foal, who was Mother Russia, and Mother Russia is such a fabulous filly, and, you know, she's got pride at place at Maritzfontein, and Jess just loves her dearly, so she's going to have every chance in life going forward. And it's a great old Normandy family, so, you know, Silvano on this pedigree as well has been very, very successful, so I think he'll be a really good horse.
Yeah, fabulous breeding there. Now, Pomodoro is also doing really well, isn't he? And you've got a few Pomodoros on the sale. 116 is a lovely bay filly. Now, she's out of a Captain Elmer Magicality. Yeah,
we picked this filly specifically, Fee. You know, she's got a lot of Captain Oliver in her. But the Pomodoros this year are particularly nice. You know, his first crop, big crop, are 2-year-olds now. He had 130 mares there. So I'm absolutely convinced that Pomodoro's future lies ahead of him. You know, this year he's already had the Guineas winner, Russian Rock for Dean Canema and Ian Longmore, Mars Shirtliff and Bryn Ressel. And this particular filly, you know, she's a big, strong, scopy filly. I think they're going to like her. Yeah, very, very nice indeed. Lot 124 out of a Captain Elmer, My Fanny Valentine. Smart colt, and you know, My Funny Valentine, that family has just been phenomenal. Attenborough, Consensual, Just Sensual, all champions in their own right. My Funny Valentine won 3, she's a Group 3 winner, and this colt reminds me a lot of Cyrilla. He's a real tough little horse, you know, very good walker, and I think he's going to have every chance of being a really proper racehorse. Lot 128 is a bay colt out of an Al Mufti mare, Pacific Lights. Yeah, very interesting, Fee. You know, Jetmaster on Al Mufti has been a fabulous cross. And of course, he is the half-brother to Illuminator, who won the very first, or the inaugural running of the CTS $1 million. So he has his half-brother. He's a leggy colt, but he's a really smart colt. He's got a lot of quality. He walks well. So, you know, maybe the mare can do it twice. And Claverfilet can be very proud. You've won the CTS $1 million, I think, 4 times. Yeah, we have. We've been very lucky in the race. One World, Nvidia, William Longsword, and Illuminator. So I think of the 9 runnings, we won 4 of them. And, you know, with the crop that we have now, there must be some outstanding horses that will be in line to run in the inaugural running of the Gold Rush. Yeah, I must say, you've got a very, very strong draft, some beautiful breeding amongst them. And you've also got 2 very nice twice-overs on the sale as well. Well, you've got quite a lot of twice-overs, but you said you've got 2 bombs on the sale there as well. They are, Fee. They are absolutely magnificent. The one is out of Fly By Night, who herself is a Group 1 winning Jetmaster mare. Just an epitome of a racehorse. You know, he's got quality, he's got scope, he really is a smashing colt. And the other one is out of Alaskan Maiden, who's by Captain L. everybody who's seen this horse is just fallen madly for him. He's got everything. He's got balance. He's got poise. He's an athlete. And you know, twice over has proven to us that he can throw the big horse. You know, do it again. Probably one of the greats in South Africa ever, I'd guess. So he's proven that he can throw the big horse, and you know, I think there's going to be huge value if you're liking twice overs.
Yeah, absolutely. And then there's quite a few young stallions coming out, and you've got your first crop of Royal Mo, which are really exciting as well. I've seen pictures, and they're strong types, good lookers.
Very much, Sophie. Apart from what they look like, what excites me more than anything else about Royal Mo is his father, Uncle Mo. Do you know that he's in the top 4 freshman sires in America? 3 of them are sons of Uncle Mo. I mean, that is phenomenal. You just don't get that anywhere in the world. You know, you might have one Galileo here, a Daniel there, and whatever it might be, but to have 3 sons in the top 4 in America is just phenomenal. So, you know, these horses, stallions can come from anywhere, you know, and he's a big strapping horse. He's throwing beautiful yearlings. They're very athletic as well. He's upgrading his mares on confirmation. He sadly got injured in his first season, so he only had 20 mares. So he's probably only got about 15 foals. But you know, Eliodor started off with, I think, 7 foals. Complete Warrior started off with 9 foals in their first crops, and they both became great stallions. So it's possible, and we've got a lot of faith in him.
Yeah, we really have got a quality draft, plenty of them to choose from. We know it's difficult times, but it looks quite positive in that people want to get to the sale if they can. And of course, we've got the online platform as well. Yeah,
Fee, you know, this is an amazingly resilient game. I think in South Africa, you know, what do they say? It's darkest just before light. You know, it's an old cliche, but there are so many good things happening in racing in South Africa at the moment. And I think, you know, there's a lot pending. All we need is 1 or 2 doors to open, and specifically thinking about Mod coming to the rescue in Gauteng. Kenilworth Racing is really on the up, you know, so there's a lot of positive vibes in the industry at the moment. And as I said, you know, our breeders are a resilient bunch. We breed great horses. You know, everything's out there. It's there for the taking, you know, and hopefully we'll still get some international participation. A lot of people have been phoning me that are keen. It's obviously very difficult, but our team's been great. They've been doing videos and of the yearlings and really good photographs, you know. So we've got to be innovative, you know. Maybe put a GoPro on your head and phone your mate overseas and show him the horse, you know. Whatever. Try something new. So yeah, let's hope that it's better than 2020. Yeah, well, what I've seen of the pictures and videos, you've got a lovely draft. It is a great way forward so that everyone can have a good look, and some lovely walkers amongst yours as well. And what is exciting, you talking about Mod, is that when these youngsters get to run, hopefully things will have turned the corner. There will be better stakes. Exactly, Fee, and that's why they say always, you know, don't get on the wagon then, you must get on the wagon now. So yeah, I really honestly believe that, you know, of course there's a lot less yearlings to be sold every year on year, so hopefully there will be some sort of a demand going on, and yeah, let's see how it goes. But you know, you can only try your best. The sales companies are doing their best to help the breeders sell their horses. Breeders have got to market themselves as always, and you know, I think getting out there and being positive amongst ourselves, I think is vital and very important for the success of the sale going forward. Yeah, absolutely, and you've always remained positive, John. But thank you very much for chatting to us. I'd love to have gone through all of them, but there's a heck of a lot on the sale. So we wish you all the best. We'll see you out there at Grendel. And of course, as we said, everyone can have a good look at your horses on the website and see them walking and the still pictures. Thanks, Fee. Always good chatting to you. John. Don't miss out on Cloverflay's draft. It really is a quality, smashing draft. You can come out to Grendel to see them if you can. If you can't, please make sure you have a good look on the website. We've done some lovely videos of them walking, some nice still shots, so you should be able to see everything you need, and they really are a well-bred, beautiful bunch. Global View has been doing very well for Ascot Stud and Ashley Parker, and Ashley has 3 very, very fine individuals going to the sale by Global View, and I managed to get these notes from him.
Ascot Stud's Global View is doing extremely well, and Ashley Parker has 3 on the Cape Premier Yearling Sale. Lot 47, Rock Fall, is a colt by Global View out of Crystal Glitter. He is a strong, well-balanced colt, his half-sister unbeaten in 2 starts before her untimely death. His third dam, a half-sister to Archie Penko. Lot 122, More For Me, is a filly by Global View out of More & More. She's a beautiful rangy filly with a lovely head, eye and hind quarter, a scopy filly. Lot 140, River Patrol, is a colt by Global View out of Prying. By the son of Galileo and out of a Dubawi mare, he is an extremely big, scopy colt. A lovely draft making their way to the Cape from Port Elizabeth, and you can take a look at them in blocks E and F next week. Rivet Stud have just the 2 going to the sales next week. They're 2 very nice looking individuals indeed, and we're going to take a look at them right now. Rivet Stud have 2 lovely colts going to the Cape Premier Yearling Sale. Lot 92 is a colt by Captain of All out of Jambalaya. He's a high quality, balanced, good walking colt. Really does look the part. Lot 127 is a colt. He's called Great Rebellion. He's by Vercingetorix out of Nutcracker Suite. He's a big, strong colt with a deep girth and a great walker. Duncan Barry has certainly prepped these 2 very nicely for the sale, and you will find them in Block A on March the 14th. Royal Mo is an up-and-coming new stallion, and I'm certainly looking forward to seeing his progeny at the sale next week. And I was chatting to Heinrich Rix this morning, who has 3 lovely Royal Mo's on the sale. He also has a gold standard, and we take a look at them. Stonehill Stud have 4 on the CTS sale next week. Representing Royal Mo, and some top breeders have said that his foals have good deep girths, correct legs, they are looking to have substance and great presence. They are nicely balanced with good temperaments. Let's take a look at Stonehill's Royal Mo's on offer. Lot 25 is a colt out of Banking April. He is a neat, athletic, well-balanced horse, and he moves well. A standout colt, resembling a lot of his sire's bloodlines. Lot 74, a colt out of Gladley. He is scopy, athletic and racy looking. Out of a Fastnet Rock brood mare, he moves very well. Lot 129 is a filly out of Park Ridge. She is a filly with so much depth, substance and quality, a good strong shoulder and hind quarter. Stonehill also sends out a gold standard in lot number 117. She is out of Mars Star. She is very well put together and looks an early type with plenty of substance, and she is a lovely walker. A draft certainly worth a look at in blocks G and H at next week's sale. Morning, Peter. Thanks for joining us.
Hiya, Fee.
It's a pity you're not going to be here this year for the Cape Premier Yearling Sale. It's always a good event, isn't it, with some top horses?
Well, it's a fantastic sale. We always loved it. And we always like buying some yearlings in South Africa and racing out there. It's a terrible pity. It's the first time we've missed South Africa in 26 or 7 years.
Yeah, we're going to miss you this year, and of course the Nagels and all your friends that come with you. It's very sad that you can't be here, but the progeny are doing well in the country, and there was a lovely winner with Warrior the other day.
Yes, Warrior looks like he could be a nice horse, and Justin Snate is taking his time with him, and everything he said about him has happened so far. So let's hopefully he can continue to run.
Yeah, and sale's only in a couple of weeks' time, and you've got plenty of interest in it, even though you're not here.
Yes, we have an interest in it, and as I said, we're putting together our international team the best we can without anybody being there. But we have great help on the ground as well, and we hope to get things rolling.
Yeah, difficult times, but we've been doing some smashing videos of the individuals and some great still shots as well, and there's some really, really nice looking horses on the sale.
It will. I'm looking forward to it, and listen, I live for the horse sales. It's great, and I love seeing the young babies come out and trying to pick a winner out of them.
Now, I know at the last sale you were a big fan of William Longsword. Now, he had his first winner last week, and there's plenty of nice William Longswords on this sale.
Yes, and we bought two very nice William Longswords last year, and a nice filly and a colt, and they're going along nicely, and we'll be looking again, and we like the stallion a lot, and I'm also looking forward to seeing the Canford Cliffs, because as you probably know, that we were involved in buying him as a yearling, and he was a very good racehorse, winning 5 Grade 1s, and his babies look very good in the photograph so far. So we'll have to look at those in depth.
Yeah, it's an exciting sale with some new stallions on the card as well. So it's fantastic. And hopefully we'll see you back here next year, because we've got a new venue, and the new venue at the Wine Estate to Grendel looks very nice indeed.
It does look lovely, and I'd love to be there, as I'm also a very good fan of the South African wines.
Well, we hope to see you here next year, Peter, you and Anna, but best of luck, and I hope you buy well at this coming sale in the next couple of weeks.
Very good. Well, there'll be 3 of us out next year. Ross will be coming, and Anna and myself, and we can't wait. Okay?
Look forward to seeing you then, and we'll have a glass of wine. Thanks very much, Peter. William Longsword was the talking point a couple of weeks ago when he had his first winner, and Winterbeck Stud have got 2 amongst their fine draft going to the sale. We were lucky enough to take a trip out to Winterbeck, and here is what we saw. Winterbeck have 5 lots heading to De Grendel next week. Lot 1 is a William Longsword colt out of a Fastnet Rock mare. He's a very nice colt, correct and very strong, with a good bone and scope. Lot 133, a filly by William Longsword. She is strong with a great walk and deep girth, very correct and covers ground. Her half-sister, Conquer the World, has just won, so the mare is 1 from 1. Lot 145, a colt by Flower Alley. This colt is correct and strong and will mature into a lovely horse. Lot 164, a filly by Water Winter. She is an athletic filly with a deep girth and has lots of quality. Her half-brother, Rascallion, is one of the better 3-year-olds in the Western Cape, and he has now set his eyes on the July. Lot 185, a colt by VAR. This is a huge quality VAR colt. He covers ground and has lots of scope. A good sized colt with a lovely walk. A smart draft from Winterbeck, showing themselves off in blocks A and B. Well, that concludes all our drafts going forward to next week's sale on Sunday, the 14th of March. Some real quality horses amongst them, so be sure to get here to see them in the flesh. And on that note, Cuda Insurance and Joe Camphor are going to have a very, very busy week. They're going to be here at the sales venue, and they will be here on sales day to help you with your insurance needs. And we caught up with Joe Camphor, who tells us a little bit more about what's on offer. We've been featuring all the drafts going to the Cape Premier Yearling Sale on our last 3 shows, but it's not only a busy time for the breeders, but of course it's a very busy time for Cuda Insurance, and Joe Camphor's here this morning to tell us a little bit more about their product. Joe, a very busy time, the sale's coming up next week, and a busy time for you. Just tell us a little bit about what you've got to offer the buyer.
Hi, Phoebe. Well, firstly, thank you for having me. I think we start with your, there's the 90-day insurance, which falls with your mortality, including your life-saving surgery and critical care. But what's also a very good option is actually just placing your cover straight immediately for 1 year and not having the stress about, after the 90 days, what happens, and then rather just have it and know that everything's in order. So apart from the 90-day signing, obviously there's the new mortality side of it, which Cuda have recently brought on board, and it's a great opportunity for buyers, isn't it? It definitely is. So we've decided to add the Mortality Boost Plus. So that is additional on top of your annual mortality, including your life-saving surgery and critical care. So this basically covers you at additional fee for up to 12,500 Rand per horse additional per month that should pay out in the case of a claim. Should the horse perish and the horse hasn't had the chance to earn, it's basically the money that you've spent on spelling, training, possible vet costs, everything else, then that gets paid back to you. Us in the racing industry always tend to forget that Cuda is a lot more than just equine and racing. You offer a lot of other things in insurance as well, don't you? Yes, we do, Fee. So obviously the bloodstock, is where it originally started. From there we've got the very big sport horse division, the personal commercial. We've even started with our art insurance as well as our Forex. Now Forex has really been growing and doing well, so people can really approach us for any kind of insurance. They can come to me and I'll just refer them in the right direction, get the right person to contact them and take it from there. So Cuda is certainly thriving in all areas of insurance, but a very busy time for you with the sales, and the buyers really need to look at this mortality option on top of the 90 days. I think it's a fantastic idea, and as we know, things don't always go to plan with horses, so it's a great opportunity to have a great insurance policy. But as you said, you're going to be very busy here all of sales week, and we really hope it's going to be a good sale as well. It's a great venue, isn't it? Absolutely. The venue, the food, the hospitality, everything at the Grendel is always just top class. We've actually got a braai on Friday evening here at the venue, which I'll attend, and I'll be there to assist, to explain, to give them more details, and then during the day and the evening of the auction I will be here. Well, I look forward to seeing you at the sale. Best of luck, and I hope you pull on a lot of new buyers and also your existing clients buy well. Thank you, Fee. Great to have Joe on the show this morning. Cuda Insurance will be working very, very hard at the Cape Premier Yearling Sale. Hopefully there'll be lots of new buyers, some existing buyers, and certainly it's a great incentive not only to insure for the 90 days, but to get that mortality insurance in as well.
following the President's speech, we are lucky to be able to have a few more people attend next week's sale. But if, however, you are unable to attend, Grant Knowles, Director of CTS, tells us more about the Meerkat online opportunity for buyers. It's all systems go here at De Grendel this morning in preparation for next week's Cape Premier Yearling Sale. The trees are arriving, the stables look absolutely fantastic, and Director of CTS Grant Knowles is with me this morning to tell us a little bit more. Grant, you must be thrilled with how it's all coming together.
Absolutely, and a big thank you to De Villiers and his team here at De Grendel. They've done a great job assisting us, and obviously to Anne Dalton and her team, and yeah, starting to gain momentum now. We've had quite a few calls. Amanda's been dealing with the guests wanting to come, and everything's falling into place, and the weather's playing its part, and the long-term forecast as well is outstanding.
Absolutely stunning venue, and of course with Cyril's speech the other evening, we are allowed a few more people at the sale as well.
Yeah, that was great news for us, and obviously we can serve the drinks, and the wine can be flowing here as well, which obviously De Grendel will be very keen to see. But all in all, yeah, we're very happy with the catalogue, and we've got a couple of great initiatives as well, and one of them is the online platform that will be used for the first time. It's a platform called Meerkat Online, and it's basically the live sale on a web streaming device. You can download the app. Very easy to do. You register there. Obviously, you'll have to get your buyer's card cleared from Amanda first. But once you're registered, you'll be able to bid online, and it's a live, real-time auction. So you'll see Andrew Miller, you'll hear the horse, you'll see the horse in the ring. Fantastic initiative, and we're very excited to be partnering with him.
Yeah, it's going to be brilliant. On our last 3 shows, we have been getting everyone's drafts out for everyone to have a look at. But of course, people can go on the website. You can see the horses walking. You can see a still shot. So if you can't make it to the sale, you can certainly have a good look at what you're buying.
Absolutely, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of agents here as well that can give you feedback if you're not that comfortable buying online. But if you came to view maybe prior and wanted to bid in the comfort of your own home, that'll be obviously something that you can do now as well. But all in all, there'll be plenty of agents. If you wanted to pick up the phone and ask a guy what he thought of an individual or that, I'm sure you know who the agents are, and they'll be very willing to help.
And certainly what I've seen, some absolutely fantastic quality drafts on the sale. Yeah,
there's been some fantastic drafts, and the guys that were going around filming and doing the photographs have all come back and said this is a very nice bunch of yearlings. So exciting times. It was nice to see increase in the Mystico sale. So the vibe and the mentality out there is still very positive, and I think you can see that the way Cape Racing have done and performed during the Cape season as well. I think there's exciting times ahead for racing in general.
And some of the international buyers that I've been chatting to on Zoom and having a word with, they're all very sad to have missed out this year, but I think they're still going to take an interest and buy where they can. Yeah,
absolutely. They'll be using their trainers to bid for them, I'm sure. A couple of them have been taking little shares in some of the Gold Rush tickets as well. We're delighted that the Gold Rush is now fully subscribed, and we'll be doing the draw just prior to the commencement of the sale, and hopefully your name comes out if you put your name down in there. At this point we've sold 16. Obviously we'll be doing a draw for 14, so there could be 2 people that are unhappy, but they will have the chance to buy those additional buy-in ones, which are at 600 grand, which they've got the year to do so as well. So it's not all lost if you don't get your name drawn out on Sunday.
Really exciting new incentive, but it's going to be such a fun week with the golf day. Everyone's going to be having drinks here, I'm sure, after viewing. A really lovely week ahead, and really looking forward to seeing you at the sale. Yeah,
it looks to be very exciting, and as I said, the weather forecast for that week is also outstanding. So not much wind, not too hot. I think people will really see De Grendel at its best, and they'll enjoy the experience here as well.
Well, we finally made it here, Grant, so let's bring it on.
Absolutely, looking forward to it. And again, just if you can make a note of Meerkat Online, if you want to go have a look at that platform, download the app on your phone or use your computer just using the website address, and you'll see how easy it is. If you want to register on that, there's a tutorial there as well, and we look forward to partnering with them, as I said.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Grant.
Thank you.
What a wonderful venue. Really looking forward to the sale next week. If you can't make it to see a horse, take note of what Grant told us about this morning, Meerkat Online. So every opportunity to buy yourself a fine thoroughbred at next week's sale. Well, that's a wrap for this week's edition of Breeding to Win. We really have enjoyed filming all the drafts going to next week's Cape Premier Yearling Sale at De Grendel, and we hope to see you there. We wish all our vendors all the best, hope you sell well, and best of luck to any future buyers.